Look, I know I've been recently talking about Minecraft Dungeons 2 being bad and all, but I actually want to talk about something very positive today. I want to talk about how Minecraft Dungeons, the first one, is one of the cleanest, most professionally made games of its time, and how it has so many positive things despite some of the negative stuff in the game. So number one, I really want to talk about the UI. The UI of Minecraft Dungeons 1 is superb. It's great, it's easy to understand, very easy to configure, very easy to like alternate between, places in there and out, very easy to understand, and honestly, it even makes the serif font look good. And not to mention, it has a very stylistic and simplistic background of just like a dark set of pixels. Which honestly, that works. People like it. Number two, I want to talk about all of the cool items that it has in the game. Honestly, I know that there are some items that are kind of just there for the purpose of being there, but Minecraft Dungeons has some really cool, unique items in the game, especially meta-worthy items that I just really want to so badly get in a mod for Minecraft. Let's take, for example, the Resolute Tempest Knife, the Fighter's Bindings, the Moon Daggers, and the Nameless Blade. Obviously, there are lots of more examples, but I really like these weapons, and I really like that there's just a very large assortment of weapons, and that you can pretty much toy around with a large amount of items, armors, ranged, artifacts, pretty much everything. There's just a lot to do in the game. Which actually brings me to my next point, is the fact that you can explore around the campsite and find some really cool stuff there. Like for instance, there's this one part where if you climb this sort of mountainy peak, you can actually find an obsidian chest there. This is the only obsidian chest you can actually get in the game that's both guaranteed and not placed in a mission. And also, speaking of which, there are lots of really cool rooms, lots of really cool missions, lots of really cool things to check out. My personal favorites are the open maps that have lots of space in them, like the Desert Temple, the Fiery Forge, and Pumpkin Pastures. Just a lot of space to explore. I like Cacti Canyon too because I'm a big desert fan and I really like palm trees and all that stuff. It's a very straightforward mission series. It's a very straightforward story. You find an arch-illager, you destroy it. Well, you don't destroy the arch-illager. Kind of like one of the negative things about the game is that you can't kill the arch-illager, but instead you become friends with him in the end. Come on, that's kind of a lame ending. But anyways, that's just my opinion. Obviously, most people are completely fine with it. We can be very differential on that. But I'm talking about the positives in this game, which actually brings me on to certain missions where you can find really cool, well-decorated areas like High Block Halls and Obsidian Pinnacle, where you find all these like really cool Illager-themed places. And around the whole map, you can find basically just like these sections that are kind of included with their tribes of people. Like in the middle of the map, you're gonna find more undeads, and towards the top of the middle of the map, you're gonna find illagers exploiting villagers for slave labor. Towards the east side of the map, you're gonna find the illagers' hideouts, and the west side of the map, you're gonna find more beginner-friendly missions like Creeperwood, Soggy Swamp, Pumpkin Pastures, etc, etc, etc. It's more about freeing the villagers towards the first half of the game, and the second half of the game is more focused on infiltrating the enemy's lairs, in which, in essence, is very fun. It's very cool to play. Even in the DLCs, although I'm not a very big fan of phase bosses, I do like the fact that you get lots of content in all these DLCs, which actually make them completely worth it. And it's nice being able to get the seasonal items back, even if you're not in this season. Like for example, through the tower, you can pretty much get any item in the game that's seasonal. And you can even get guilds on it, you can get higher level items, you can max out your stuff, you can max out your loadout through that. I mean, it's really just a great thing that they added to the game. Now, I'm not very good at the tower, but lots of people can be. And it also kind of depends on the RNG of the tower. So also, the game just looks beautiful. Every block looks detailed, it looks nice, fresh, the lighting looks great. It just looks like a place that I want to just stay in the campsite for hours and hours, and even if I don't do anything, I just want to kind of like sit there and just observe the peaceful campsite. If it's a place that you want to be in, like a place you genuinely want to like dream about being inside of the game, then it's a good game. I like the game. It looks great, it plays great, and it has great mechanics. Even though there are some bugs and stuff like that, having bugs and exploitables in a game actually makes it more fun to play. People don't want to admit this, but it's actually a good thing that games have bugs, exploits, because people love doing that. People like finding new ways to toy around with the game. People, in essence, are tinkerers, and they really want to play around with it like some sort of fidget cube. People like Legos because there are no rules to how you do Legos. People like building things because there's no rules to that kind of stuff. people can just do things how they want to. And with bugs and exploits in the game, it's actually a good thing. So I'm actually glad that Minecraft Dungeons has a couple of exploits slash bugs there. Like for instance, in Obsidian Pinnacle, where you can enter the inside of the building or you can actually roll across the platform. Now Mojang fixed the bug, but I still found a way around it, and I literally just timed it right and I just rolled past it. You have to kind of go like right and then roll. So it's still possible and still exploitable. So thank you, Mojang, for keeping that. And genuinely, as a whole, I like to just test out builds in Minecraft Dungeons. I like to explore. I like to observe things that are cool. I'm not a nerd, all right? I don't like overanalyze things. I don't like overstudy how weapons can be like the craziest enchant combos. I mean, literally, I just search up on Google what are the best enchants for blah, 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 fighters bindings, and Google says blah, blah, blah. And then I say, well, you know what? I'm going to make a build out of this. So Minecraft Dungeons is a great playground for just testing out cool builds and stuff like that. And for me, it's become more of like a playing field for just, you know, testing out cool stuff than it is about even grinding the story. Which actually kind of reminds me, there is a Farland section in Minecraft Dungeons where if you have the right artifacts like Light Feather and you roll at the right times in the right places, you can actually get to places that they do not show in Minecraft Dungeons. Places you can actually roll onto and roll onto actual platforms. And it just looks so surreal. I actually did it on stream the other day. But anyways, that's why Minecraft Dungeons 1 is such a good game. And I certainly hope that even though the sequel does not really live up to it, I really hope that there are games in the future that replicate the greatness or even improves on the greatness of Minecraft Dungeons. This is a very well-designed game, and honestly, it delivered just as much as I expected from Mojang. But that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next time.